Hi, I'm Charlotte from Validation Nation. Today we're going to talk about how to infuse one insight across your whole launch to dramatically improve conversions and increase sales. So in part one, which is pinned to the comments, we talked about how to find the customer insight, that nugget, that light bulb moment, that thing that your customer says that suddenly explains why your message is not landing and why your ads feel a bit flat, why your product page is not converting, why people are still asking so many questions. They haven't immediately got it. So now we're going to talk about what to do with it. So there's 5 massive conversion killers. 5 things that bore or kill trust and make people bounce. And this can be the difference between a 3% conversion rate and a 0.8% conversion rate. And that's of people that, take action that you want them to take. So just say you want to collect an email address and you get 10,000 people to your site. It's the difference between 300 people giving you their email and 80. If you turned 50% of those emails into a sale, that's a difference between 150 sales and 40 sales. If each sale is worth about, just say $100, and that's a difference between 15,000 in sales and 4,000. So you see why this video matters. It could make you thousands more from the same amount of traffic that you're getting. Okay, so the 5 main conversion factors that really matter with your launch. Confusion. Why is this and why should I care? Hesitation. Will this actually work for me? 3, low trust. Can I believe this brand? And generic messaging. This does not feel specific to me. And friction. This feels too hard, risky, or unclear. Because this is where most founders drop the ball. They do the research, they get the feedback, they highlight a few juicy quotes, and they feel very strategic for, approximately 7 minutes. And then they go straight back to writing the same old product first copy. No, absolutely not. We're not doing customer research as a decorative activity. The insight has to move. It has to travel across business. It has to be like a little waterfall going from insight to landing page and everything else. So on your piece of paper, create this following. Insight with an arrow to key message, with an arrow to business assets, with an arrow to impact. And let's use this low-tox cleaning example again. So the insight was people want safer products, but they don't trust them to work. So the key message becomes low-tox does not mean low performance or powerful cleaning without the harsh fumes. Now let's take that one message and infuse it everywhere. First, your landing page. A weak landing page headline might say natural cleaning products for your home. Fine, clear-ish, but not very compelling. A stronger landing page headline would be, for mold that keeps coming back without the bleach fumes you hate, safe for people, pets, and the planet. By the way, we did change the landing page to that, and the conversions did radically improve. So now we have the problem, we have the frustration, we have the outcome that people want. Statement should always be outcome-led, and we have the hesitation being handled. The customer instantly understands this is for me and this is different. Second, your ads. Most founders write ads that describe the product. Try our natural mold spray. Again, fine. Also very scroll pastable. But if your insight is that people hate harsh fumes and worry natural products will not work, your ad hook becomes, if your mold spray works but makes your bathroom smell like a public pool, this is for you. Or, low tox does not mean low performance. Here's the mold spray for people who are done with bleach fumes. And that is much stronger because it comes from a real customer tension. So third, let's have a little bit of a look at your product page. And this is where the insight becomes objection handling. So add an FAQ like, will this actually work as well as traditional mold sprays? Then answer the question directly. Something like, we know many people worry low tox products will be gentler but weaker. And this formula is designed to tackle grime and odor without relying on harsh fumes. You could even then pin a few quotes or testimonials or reviews somewhere near the call to action button that shows how other customers have found this to be true and shows how effective it is. So now you are not pretending the hesitation does not exist. You're meeting it head on, and that builds trust. Fourth, your Instagram posts or your social media posts. Same insight can become a week of content. A real hook could be, that feeling when you clean your bathroom and it smells like a chemical attack. And that's why so many people want lower tox products but still worry they won't actually work. And a B-roll could say, low tox doesn't mean low performance. And the caption could explain, the real reason people hesitate to switch cleaning products is not always price. Sometimes it is trust. They want something safer, but they need proof it will still do the job. Now your content is not random. It's educating the market around the exact belief they need before they buy. Fifth, your carousels or other posts that you have on social media. That same insight could become a carousel called why people say they want low tox products but still buy bleach. Slide 1, why people say they want low tox products but still buy bleach. Slide 2, safer is appealing but weaker is scary. Slide 3, the real question is not, is this natural? The real question is, will this actually work? And then if your messaging only says safe but never proves performance, you lose them. 6, your sales call. So this insight should also change how you talk to customers, retailers, partners, or wholesale buyers. So you might say, one of the biggest things we see in this category is that people want safer products, but they still worry they won't perform. So the job of the messaging is not just to say low tox, it is to prove performance while reducing concern around harsh fumes. And that makes you sound like you understand the market because you do. Also, seventh, your sales documents. If you're creating a wholesale deck, investor update, retail pitch, or launch plan, the insight becomes your strategic rationale. You can write consumer insight. Many households want safer cleaning products, but they hesitate because they associate low-tox with lower performance. Our response is a bio-powered cleaning product that speaks to both safety and efficacy, with messaging designed to close the trust gap. And that is so much stronger than just listing product features. You can also do some studies in here, some impartial reviews like we did with this bio-based cleaner about how effective it is and how it is actually much better than the strong and awful chemicals they are using. So this then becomes so much stronger than just listing product features. Now let's talk about your key messages. From one insight, you can build a whole message bank. Low tox does not mean low performance, but mold that keeps coming back. Powerful cleaning without harsh fumes. Safer feeling cleaning that still does the heavy lifting. For people who want the clean without the chemical cloud. Now your business has consistency. Your ads, emails, landing page, product page, social content, and sales conversations are all saying the same thing in slightly different ways, and that is what creates momentum. Because scattered messaging creates confusion. Insight-led messaging creates recognition, and the right person sees it and thinks that it's exactly what I've been worried about, or this is exactly what I've been trying to solve, or that is why I haven't bought yet. That is the impact. People understand faster, trust faster, they move closer to buying faster. And this is why I'm so obsessed with research-led messaging as the ultimate conversion tool and the ultimate way to take your product to market. Because one good customer insight is not just a copywriting tweak. It can change your whole landing page. It can sharpen your ads. It can give you better content. And it can improve your sales calls, stronger FAQs. It can help your team know what to say. It can make your whole launch feel more coherent. So your action from this video is simple. Go and find one insight. Just one. Look in your reviews, DMs, survey responses, Reddit threads, competitor reviews, or customer emails. I've done a video on this if you want more, and I've pinned it to the comments on how to find those insights and use AI to do that. And find that repeated tension. And then ask, what is the real insight here? What key message does this become? Where does this need to show up in my business? Because your customers are already telling you how to sell your product. You just need to know how to listen, translate, and use it. And if you want help building this into a repeatable launch system for your brand, follow along, watch my videos, and reach out to me if you need help.